So you might have seen the other day when I was cutting wood, I broke a chain on this little saw, and then I replaced the chain, and then the new chain was binding up, and I couldn't work out why, and then I pulled it apart. Well, I had a look in there, and I think the sprocket's rat shit, so what I'll have to do is replace that sprocket. So first off, we'll clean out where we're working, give that a tidy up. We'll blow it out with a bit of air and see how we go. Then I'll take that sprocket off. You can't work when you can't see what you're doing, so clean all this shit out of there. I use this brake clean, it's a pretty good product. Use it on all cleaning out. Sort of just melts grease and oil and shit. So, yeah, it's good gear. Give that a good clean out in there. I'll blow it out now, it'll get on me, it'll sting like a bastard. So what we've got to do now is take that sprocket off. In order to do that, we need to get in here, get the spark plug out. So I'll take that plug out and we can stop that piston. So take the plug out, and then we need to have the piston down. So I need the piston at the bottom. So the piston's up now, by the looks of it. So now I just put a cable tie in there. So hopefully you can see what that does. So when I pull that, come up now the piston's at the top. It's hit the top, now the piston's down. So now I know the piston's down. We need to block that. We need to block that that piston, so jam it up. So what I've done here, I put some cord in the cylinder, a bit of nylon rope which won't damage the piston when it comes up, and then come around this side here and get on that sprocket. Now that sprocket's left-hand thread, so you just go as though you're going to be tightening it up, and I've broken that already. So So we now spin that off. So that's come off. I don't know what goes on in here. So that's the clutch. Now we just need to take this little washer off here. Now that's that done, and that comes off, and that's the sprocket. So this is the part we need. So you can see there, it's cut a groove into that sprocket, and it has a little roller bearing. There's a little roller bearing in the middle there. That's a little roller bearing. So you should be able to buy this sprocket. I'll go to Jono and Jono, see if they've got a sprocket. Should get a sprocket and a roller bearing. I think I bought one once before for maybe the Dolmar. I think it was about 30 bucks, so I'm guessing it's the same. Anyway, I'll clean this up, and you can see there that's completely rooted, that sprocket. So I'm thinking that's probably why the other chain broke. I think it's got jammed in the sprocket, and that's caused it to break. And when I put the new chain on, and the new chain was jamming up, it was getting caught in those grooves in that sprocket. I know Jono and Jono advertised that you should replace this sprocket every 2 chains. Well, this saw's about 20, 25 years old, and I've never changed it, so I don't know if I'd be changing it every 2 chains. As I said before, it's done a shitload of work, so I'll give that a bit of a tidy up in here. And that's all pretty clean. I might just give it a tidy up while I'm there. Spray a bit of, that looks like, I don't know what that is. I think that's the oil. I think that's fitting in there where I am. I think that's the oil supply line. There's the oiler there. So I think you can adjust the screw in the bottom of that and get that done. So yeah, that's pretty good. So we'll give that a bit of a tidy up in there. Get this shit off there. Give that a clean out. Now I'll go inside and see if we can't chase up the new sprocket. Yeah, so it's all tidy in there, it's all looking good. It's good. We get a bit of air in there, blow that out. That's good, like a new one. Will be when we get a new sprocket in it. I don't know what they costed, what they charged to replace this in the repair shop, but I'm guessing it'd be pretty expensive. And as you can see, there's not much in it. And you know, I originally learnt to do this from YouTube because I'm a certified YouTube mechanic. So there'll be always somebody on there that's doing something that you need to do that's done it before you, and you get on there, they'll show you how to do it. Just little things like knowing that that's left-hand thread and how to jam a piston up. I reckon I might try and get one of them little piston things that go in, but anyway, that's a job for another day. Anyway, I'll get online and see if I can't get us a new sprocket. When I do, I'll give you a comparison what the new one looks like compared to what the old one is. Anyway, I'll get back to you. So I ordered a new sprocket from Jono and Jono the other day on, I think, Monday. Today's Thursday. So I've got that already, so let's see what they sent me. Oh, and I also ordered this piston stop from them as well. So get that out, have a look, so I don't have to put a rope in the cylinder. So there it is there. It's only $12 or something like that. So we'll hook that over, see what that does, see if it fits. It's going to be the main thing. So yeah, so that's all it does. It just screws in place of the spark plug, and yeah, off it goes. So I think it's going to be better than a bit of rope. Yeah, and I think you just want to just bring the piston up slowly. It's on it now, so now I can muck around, and with that sprocket, let's spin around here and see what little treasures I got. So that's not bad, like 4 days delivery. That was pretty good. This one's called a spur sprocket, and as you can see, it's pretty well buggered. So the one that I ordered, because I couldn't get a spur sprocket, they call it a rim sprocket, and it was $30. So the beauty with this one is, then just drop the little bearing. So for $30 you get, where's that fucking thing? For $30 you get the little bearing, you get the sprocket, but instead of it being the spur sprocket as that other one was, it has this little rim spinner thing on it. Remember? So it has. So for your $30 you get that new sprocket there. I'll find it, and then you get this little bit, and this little bit goes on there, and that little rim thing fits on there like that, and that replaces the spur. So the beauty with that is, when it shits itself, you don't have to spend $30 buying a new sprocket. You just spend $8 and buy this new little rim bit. So the whole principle's the same. Put that on there. So I'll just get a little bit of oil and assemble that. I just got a bit of motor oil there. I just want to put a little bit on the little bearing. So I'll just chuck a bit of oil on that. Chuck a little bit of oil on that little bearing. Slip that in there. That's good. Very nice. Then put this this little rim thing on there. Get a little spare. So we put that on there. That fits all right. That's good. Now we've got to do is put the, so where's our spur socket gone? We've lost the spur socket now. Oh, no. Hello, help me look for that spur socket. Where? Oh, there it is. So it's stuck on the end of the torch. Yeah, so that's the same size, same everything, except instead of the stupid spur, we've got this replaceable bit on here. So whack that on there. So yeah, so they say change it every 2 chains. As I said, this thing's been on here for bloody 25 or 30 years. So now whack the clutch back on. So, because remember it's left-hand thread, so we just spin it. We just spin it back on now, right hand. Do that. Tighten that up. So we're up against what's going on. It's not right. We're not in properly in the back. Then fuck something up here. Alright, let's spin this sucker back off. Why is that not going? Got some little lugs on there, and it looks like we've got to line this thing up. What are we doing here? It goes that way. If it goes that way, if it makes any difference.
The new sprocket I got from Jono and Jono was incorrect, so I need to return it. The problem was, the sprocket had 7 slots to go on the shaft and I need 6 for the holes to line up. A couple of days later I got another sprocket and was back in business. Here is the new sprocket, next to the old sprocket, so you can get an idea of the wear.
The new sprocket's on. That's it over the back there. Then attached to the sprocket, this is the clutch. So that sprocket then turns, no problem. It just spins around. We'll put a daub of paint on it, just so you can see it turning. It does that. So when you rev the saw up, this is the clutch. We've got springs in there. Probably can't really, just see them. So when you rev it up, those springs allow these sides to come out, and then they tighten on the sprocket, and that's what causes then the chain to spin. So that's ready to go back together. I'll whack the bar back on and see how it goes. Shouldn't be a problem though.